What's up guys, XHOUNDISHx here, and today we got a little bit more information about the Arcstrider Hunter subclass coming inside of Destiny 2. So this came from author Matt Miller from Game Informer, who posted an article about his experience playing hands-on with the Arcstrider today, and we learn a little bit about the kind of subclass trees and the grenades and the abilities inside of the subclass. We'll very likely see some kind of Arcstrider gameplay later on this week, but he speaks about his experience with the subclass. So he says, even in my first moments of playing with the Arcstrider, the tone of the class is clear. Wielding a staff of pure energy and zipping quickly in and out of battle, the subclass feels like a homage to a classic archetype in action movies, RPGs and games. So he speaks about the Arc staff ability itself, which is the super of course. So he says the super serves as the centerpiece for the subclass. The roaming super looks and feels amazing in action. While still moving very fast, it feels more controllable than the Hunter's previous Arc Blade super that was part of the Blade Dancer subclass in Destiny 1. I found it easier to maneuver between targets both in front and behind me, and my strikes inflicted major damage. Even so, the super didn't feel invincible. In one PvE sequence, I got overconfident and smashed into a large group of Vex attackers, and their energy blasts finished me off. So that definitely sounds very interesting. Blade Dancer was never the strongest super inside of PvE, and also could be pretty buggy and kind of short stop inside of PvP, which was frustrating. So this definitely sounds pretty promising. So up next we learn a little bit more about the grenades and jump options, and he says that they maintain mostly familiar dynamics. A choice between skip, flux and arc bolt grenades offers little to no change from the existing Blade Dancer, but the high jump, strafe jump for better air directional control and triple jump also don't stray from the established convention, but Hunter players will certainly note the absence of blink in their Arc subclass. So a lot of it does sound pretty similar. Of course, we won't be getting blink by the sounds of it there, which is definitely interesting. They reiterate that the Arcstrider will also still have the other available abilities that the Hunter subclasses have. So in Destiny 2 there will be some shared abilities that you can use on any particular subclass, and with the Hunter that's a choice between the Marksman dodge, which reloads your equipped weapon when dodging, or the Gambler's dodge, which generates melee energy when you dodge while near enemies. Up next he says that the most interesting options are along the two subclass paths, viewable to the right of the super. These two groups of 4 abilities can each be selected for an optimum experience that focuses on different playstyles, but you can't mix and match abilities from the two paths. So the top path is called Way of the Warrior, and its most intriguing ability is Combat Flow, which recharges your dodge class ability upon a melee kill. Used in conjunction with the Gambler's dodge, you could remain in close range to enemy groups, dodging and melee attacking repeatedly. The option is further accentuated by Deadly Reach, which extends the range of your melee lunge temporarily after a dodge, and there's also Lethal Current, which makes your Arc staff attacks hit twice after dodging, and finally Shock Blow. But he says the alternate path along the bottom of the screen is called Way of the Wind, and this focuses your melee attacks on a disorienting blow. Striking an enemy with the melee disorients them, leaving them vulnerable. Killing a target with disorienting blow instantly recharges it, and also along this path you'll see lightning reflexes, which lets you take less damage while dodging when Arc staff is active, and there's a third ability called Battle Meditation, which encourages a high risk reward playstyle, and when critically wounded, melee and grenades both recharge drastically quicker. Finally, Focused Breathing helps you turn your Hunter into a speed machine. With this ability active, sprinting reduces your dodge cooldown and you gain increased sprint speed. He finishes the article by saying the Arcstrider continues a trend we saw with the Hunter throughout Destiny 1, a demand for precise and smart play that when executed well is absolutely devastating. So those are really our first insights to the kind of trees and abilities inside of the Arcstrider subclass. Like I said, we will likely see some gameplay later on this week of the Arcstrider. For now though, I hope you have enjoyed these few details. I will leave the link to this particular article below so you can check all of that stuff out. But if you have enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts below, and consider hitting subscribe if you're new to the channel to see a lot more Destiny content. But for now, you have an awesome day.